I'm just going to share a few words and we're going to get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll be real quick too. All right. All right. Okay. Hey, hey. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it.
I twisted the wind and said, I'm going. I gotta be here.
I appreciate it. Mark, good to see you, man. Yes, welcome back from Salt Lake City. All right. So, I am not going to sit here and talk all day. I just got some calls. There are some other folks that are down at the, there are some other folks that are actually waiting at the Board of Elections that's excited about supporting the campaign. But this was important. This is important first because everybody that's here has a very close and intimate relationship with me. And I wanted to make sure that I said it here first to you. Thank you. All right. It all came up. A lot of folks wanted this campaign to happen a long time ago, but it had to happen when it needed to. But I had to wait on one person, Zoili. So the entire city was like, run, Leo, run, Leo, run, Leo. But it was all up to this lady here. So Zoili, thank you. Thank you for, giving the go-ahead for this race. And Isaiah, thank you. Dad, you're always busy. Deep voice. But yeah, everybody, I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me personally, because there's a lot of sacrifices happening to make this a reality, but yes, someone has to do it, but there are so many folks in this city, more than we can even imagine, that are in need of someone to just stand there, not stand up for them or whatever, but someone to stand with them, and the beautiful thing about this campaign is I didn't have to make nothing up. I didn't have to make anything up. Everything that I'm going to talk about, everything that I'm running on, everything that I stand for was an actual action that God sort of placed me in this position to actually execute. From feeding, folks be like, oh, thank you for what you did for McDougal Terrace. I did that with them because the folks in McDougal Terrace represents resilience. They represent resilience. And this was an opportunity for me to stand with my family, with my neighbors and say, I got you. We all have something that we each other's need. And that just happened to be, Zoili and I had food. And we had a platform where we could bring people together. And when the pandemic came, I didn't say, oh, I'm just going to be a small business advocate. No, we almost lost our business 3 times. 3 times. And that really, 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 really made me step up. So, I've talked to many of you all one-on-one why I'm doing this, why I'm stepping out and making the personal sacrifice and the professional sacrifice. But for me, it's really simple. And I'll say it over and over and over. I have a son and I have friends, and I see too many of us, young black men, dying or spending the rest of their life in jail, getting killed or killing. And we have to be truth tellers. We have to be truth tellers. And that is my sole purpose, to change the trajectory of the state of the black male in this city. And I plan to do that through advocating on behalf of small businesses to ensure that we can position ourselves to be able to say you're hired, which I believe is the most powerful thing you can say in this city. If we can say you're hired, we can then position our young brothers to be in a position to make a choice to do better for themselves or a choice to stay the same. And I've yet to meet someone that wanted to stay the same. I've yet to this day. So from a teacher to a small business, I've been across the entire spectrum. Now is the time to actually make some action happen for real. So with that being said, let's walk. Let's go down and foul. It's official now. So everything that we do from here forth, We do it with intentionality. It's more than just a campaign, guys. We literally have an obligation. It's a practical campaign. In regards to that intentionality, we're going to talk about how we're going to save our young black brothers. We're going to talk about how we're going to empower our small businesses. We're going to talk about how we're going to have a safer city. In order to do those things, we got to have boots on the ground. Everybody has to get involved. It takes money to run a campaign, and it takes you running your mouth telling people about why they need to get involved. Do y'all know that the decisions made for this city is represented only by about 5% of people? Only about 5% of the city determines what the entire city does. And that's why we're losing small businesses often, because no one really knows how to support them. That's why we're losing young black men, because people don't see that their house is on fire. So we have an obligation. You have an obligation. You got to get folks in the game. No more of this crap of only 8,000 people voting. Let's put that behind us. We got to get folks in the game, because we already know what's going to happen if we continue things as is. So I'm making this sacrifice, and I'll be dang if I do it by myself. All right? So let's get to work.